Good morning, Westeros. We are back for another stream by me. Today we're going to be bug hunting for World of Ice and Fire. We're going to use my tried and true hero, Sir Testis. He's just like maxed out and everything. It's just to, be able to test sieges, and he's got millions of silver stags to where we can buy everything. And we want to test the mod, break the mod, and then fix or report the bug. Things like that. Like right now, I think I've got a bug to where my faction will not choose a marshal. So that means that they will not assign fiefs, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, see, this has been going on for a long time. It might be because this is House Targaryen, and it's Aegon's House Targaryen. I very rarely bring this faction in. I usually bring in Queen Daenerys' faction, but this faction's way stronger for a couple reasons. The main reasoning is where they're at on the map, logistics and everything. It makes it a lot easier for them to hell dunk the Stormlands than it is for Dragonstone. Not that Dragonstone's much stronger than the Stormlands, it's the Black Bay. The AI has a real tough time navigating the Black Bay. That's what it is. That's the only reason, really. The only quest we have would require me to have some very high-tier troopers, which I don't really have right now. But we'll get there. Right now, I'm just trying to test House Targaryen and see if I can fix their kingdom decision-making. There's going to be a lot of new stuff in the next patch as well. I haven't seen any of it, and I'm not going to show you either because I don't show anything that's new for a patch if I'm streaming or whatever, just for spoiler reasons. We're going to take out these guys, though, because I want to test out these Targaryen troops that I'm not used to. Oh, we got to turn grass off. Anytime you play World of Ice and Fire, you want to turn grass off. It doesn't look very good. It doesn't spawn in smoothly. It like chunks in. Alright, let's make sure the orders, the advanced orders, are working. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, because WSE2, the developers always tweaking stuff like that. Then all of a sudden the AI can be broken for a patch or so. We've got our first chat of the day, one of my favorites. We've got the beautiful, the bodacious, the Brandon Dunbar. Hey, Alan, welcome back. Man, I'm going to start streaming in the morning just so you and I get to chit-chat. Because I don't know when you stream, but whenever it is not when I am at my PC. But if I can square away my mornings to come hang out with you, then we'll be copacetic. How are you doing this fine Tuesday morning, sir? Mr. Master All Day stream. Hells to the yeah, man. I'm in for it. I'll be lurking and working right on. I do the same thing if I'm watching it in a day. I lurk. You do all the lurking and jerking you want, sir. That's why I bring out the camera. So it gives you some motivation. A little spank bank action, you know what I mean? Alright, let's just charge these guys. I'll wait to play with the tactics when I'm fighting a proper army. Alright, we are good to go. Ooh, I bet you the game is way too loud. Let me know. These days it's 6 to 9 p.m. Oh, that's not too bad. Because I'm usually, at least, I'm not at my PC at that time, but I'll be, doing dinner and stuff so I can put you up on my television. It's been a long time since I put anything on my TV from Twitch. I need to start getting used to that again. Man, I've been playing Curveball the last 2 days. That is such a fun patch. I didn't know if I was going to like Curveball, but I almost lost my favorite hero, my blue-haired Red Talon. I call her Royal Blue Reagan. Dude, she went into a death row. She has never in her life been in a death row. I made a highlight. That was scary. I would have cried on stream. I swear to the gods, the old and the new, I would have cried on stream. Over a dead cartoon. Obersan says, I would mount Angai like my stallion and ride him till he was bloody from my spurs. I've never read that. But we're going to screenshot that because that's hilarious. I can't screenshot it on full screen. That's stupid. I need to fix the .ini. Actually, you know what I can do, though? I can shadow replay. What is that? This and that? Does that work? It didn't work. Why didn't that work? Should have worked. Save. That worked. Alright. My hotkey didn't work probably because we're in full screen, and Warband in full screen does, or it has odd behaviors, to say the least, when it comes to alt-tabbing. I don't know why games from 10 years ago didn't like alt-tabbing, but they did not like it. I know, man. It's, the quality of their updates surpass MMOs. High-budget MMOs, you know what I mean? That's why I'm a Undead Labs loyalist. You know, the devs are super cool. All the ones that I've had interactions with. You know, the devs will come into our chats and, like, give us in-game lore and, you know, just super top-notch. And the game's a blast. It's one of my all-time favorite games. So, I mean, it's a win-win for everybody. What's your favorite curveball that you found? I've only found like 4 or 5. Or I say found. They found me. I really love the exploding blue zombies and the fire blue zombies. That's what almost killed my girl. She was killing a plague heart, and the plague heart gas was going, and then one of the fire ones came in, and we basically got bloater gassed, you know. So she went from 80% health to 0% health in one shot. That was spooky. You know, she's max level badass. Yeah, they're definitely one of my favorite dev companies, for sure. And they've got probably one of the best interactions with their fan base that I've seen in any company. I mean, it's because they're smaller, they're niche. You know, there's not as many State of Decay 2 players as there is, like, I don't know, Starfield players. You know, like Bethesda can't sit there and hang out with all of us small streamers and tell us how cool their game is. But Undead Labs can. Alright, Thoris does not like Kyburn. We knew that. We knew that. But we need Kyburn because he is our medic currently. I'm bringing troops up to the top because they're the first ones to spawn in, because you can't really spawn in entire armies when you got like 1,000 versus 1,000. But that's why we're you'll see Warband players always shuffling their party. Bannerlord kind of fixes that, plus Bannerlord has a way bigger battle size. I think the frequency is pretty good because you gotta like you gotta think about newer players with I mean, they could turn the frequency up, but I felt like I always had a curveball going. Have you played the released patch or have you only played the beta? This is a bug. Basically peasants are spawning in when they shouldn't be. There should only be like 3 bandits spawning in, but what are you gonna do? We'll let our bodyguards take care of them. Our Huskarls. It should ramp with days. Yeah, like any other difficulty, right? You know, it gets more difficult as time goes on. But when I was playing last night, you know, I've got a max level. I was playing on my Forever community. So we basically, there was barely any cooldown in between curveballs. You know, one curveball would get taken down and then within a very short period, I had a new curveball. And I really agree with them adding the option to turn curveballs off, because curveballs is pretty cartoonish. And it might be a little too cartoonish for people's immersion. Ooh, we like Sir Barristan the Bold. Boop. Welcome to my party, sir. Alright, let's get him up top where he belongs. The greatest living swordsman in Westeros. Unless you watch the show and then he is no longer living. Very sad. Alright, do I have good stuff to give you? I can give you a Dreadsteed. I can give you that. I can give you that. Let's give you House Targaryen armor, and then I'll give you a helmet when I grab one. I'll give you that one for now. Let's give you that shield. No, that shield needs to be fixed. Alright, that's pretty good for now. Oops, give him that thing, get rid of that thing, and that thing. What armor did I give him? Is that Lordly? No, that's good enough though. Perfect. Is that 5615? That's pretty shitty actually. These aren't much better. I like the look of the Stormland stuff, but stats-wise, they're not the best. We'll be alright, though. Do I need that one? I should probably give that to somebody. All I need in my inventory is 6. Yeah, Daisy could use it. I think she's only got a writing skill of 1, though. Yeah, it's a bummer. I don't have a 1 mount. Anybody else need? You need a horse. Let's give you a stubborn as well. Nope, you can't. You don't have a 5? I thought you had a 5. I guess you got a 4. That's alright. That's alright. We won't judge him. I'm totally judging him. I don't need that, actually. I'm going to sell that. I need to upgrade that, and then upgrade that, give it to my captain lady. We've got Death Dealer back in chat. Hail and welcome back, Death Dealer. Good morning to you. $200 plus days in my forever community I should have had. But I might have missed it, but is that on launch or was that the beta? And were you like actively taking down the the curveballs? I don't know. It's still too early to say yay or nay, like if it needs a rebalance. The cool thing is we all know that if it needs a rebalance, Undead Labs will do it. Right? They are quite active. What are you up to today, Death Dealer? You gaming? You chillaxing? Petting puppies? Kissing girls? What you up to? Let's send this guy out to Right to Rule. I want to get into the sieges, but my faction refuses to choose a marshal. How can I fix that? Alright, Sir Rivers. Who do you think should be marshal? You like Balak Satoros. That's nice. I wish to ask you something. What is the realm doing? I think what's happening is they're hell dunking the Stormlands so badly that they don't have time to choose a marshal. Like, why choose a marshal if you're just stomping your enemies anyway, right? Would you say that Lord John Cunnington should no longer... Okay, so he is marshal. So why do we have to choose a new one? Yes, I've already made my position on this matter clear. I believe that that guy should be marshal. Copy. Do you have a daughter? Yeah, I don't think any of these guys have daughters. Targaryen is not a good faction to be a member of, really. The only reason to join them is to, roleplay. What's your class in Baldur's Gate? This guy likes Strickland. I think Strickland was the Captain General of the Golden Company in the books. All right, let's try to find the army. What were they sieging? Amberley? Mistwood. I think we're at war with the Stormlands and Westerlands, right? Targaryen, yeah, Stormlands, Westerlands. Westerlands got pushed out pretty hardcore. We already took King's Landing, which is cool. Yeah, I'm getting screen tearing when I'm in full screen. Why is that? That's weird. I shouldn't be getting screen tearing. How would I fix that? Desktop resolution. Anti-aliasing. Let's try window, do that. That's how I normally play when I'm streaming this. Yeah, there won't be any screen tearing now. Why would I screen tear at full screen but not in windowed mode? Could be one of them stupid NVIDIA settings that are unintuitive and stupid. I said stupid twice because it's double stupid. What is Dragonstone up to? It's nice to see Dragonstone healthy because we didn't bring in Queen Daenerys, we brought in Aegon. They're taking parchments. So Stormlands is not long for this world. Their only chance is that the AI can't take like one of the island keeps because they're not capable of traversing the water very well. Druid, love the shape-shifting, copy. Yeah, Druid's always been a cool class. It's never been a class that I would play, but I always like seeing Druids do their trickery, shape-shifting stuff. You know, like World of Warcraft and what have you. Druid, love the shape-shifting. I hear a lot of people playing Druid. Is it an OP class? Like, what's the most powerful class in Baldur's Gate currently? Stony Top. Half-orc fighter, spec'd into Spell Knight. It's like a spell sword. That's cool. So I think spell sword's probably my favorite class because that's like a Jedi class or paladin. But paladins are, you know, they're not really spell swords, but you know, it also depends on the game, right? Because some games paladins suck. Like World of Warcraft, a lot of times I didn't like the way the paladins played. You know, that was my first character, and then once I got to the Death Knight level was 60 or whatever, I became a Death Knight because I love the way it played and I love the lore because Death Knights were fallen paladins. And now if you join the Alliance, they were on like a redemption arc, which is one of my favorite, you know, hero redemption arc stories. Alright, so we're at battle size 750 and now the engine is struggling. Yeah, we're getting like 60. Which is, you know, still great. If we weren't using WSC2, we'd be getting like 2 frames per second and a kick in the nuts. But once the fighting starts, we'll probably be dropping below. And this doesn't feel like, you know, 60. What if we go full screen? Does that help? We're about to find out. What the hell is that? That's that thing that I never use. Yeah, that seemed to help. We'll probably lower the battle size a tit-tat. I just want to compare 750 to 500. Because we're not even at 750. What is that? 490, 590. like 620, something like that. And some maps just are not designed for a large battle size, especially sieges. You can fix 90% of siege bugs by just putting the battle size to 150, which is, you know, kind of the default battle size from old Warband. So if you think about it, if you're having a problem with a siege, like guys are getting stuck in walls or rocks or whatever, set your battle size to 150 and then do the siege. Kind of sucks because it takes a lot longer, but yeah, you do what you gotta do. Oop, they got me. They got a beat on me. Ooh, right to the face. Crossbowmen are super dangerous, of course. They do piercing damage. We'll lead them over here, and then we'll bring in our reinforcements right here. Do I have horse archers? Yeah, I got 6 of them. We'll charge them in. Actually, you know what? We'll charge everybody in. We got them outnumbered, and then let's put our archers up here on this hill. This is where we will build our kingdom. Yeah, see, now we're getting it. We're getting like 26, 36, 30. This is also the most intensive for AI because of all the heavy cav. Westerlands, like half their army is heavy cav. And cavalry require more AI resources, I guess. Because infantry battles don't tax the engine nearly as bad. Bum, bum, bum. One day I'm hoping for like a remaster of Warband. How cool would that be? You know, it's such a simple game relative to other games. You could probably remaster it relatively cheaply. I mean, it would still be expensive, of course, but relatively. Beep. Don't shoot me with your evil crossbows. Nobody likes that. Beep. You will try. Let's get a little healing shot going. Let's get down there and give them the business. Oh, I wanted to give a little business. They took all my business away from me. That's all right. That happens. Good to see you too, sir. All right, that guy escaped. And we got some prisoners. Let's go ahead and loot. I normally don't loot, but I'm just testing it. Loot's always been broken in World of Ice and Fire. All right, this guy really loves Hagen or somebody. I don't remember. It's been a while since I used him. I don't normally recruit him on like a legitimate playthrough. I just do it for testing purposes. See if I can send him away to go do some stuff. Nah, it's on cooldown. Alright, we'll see when you get back, Brandon. My idea was to do heavy damage up close, and if people are just about out of range, use a spell or two. Yeah, for sure. Oh, we got Otto Von Noob. Hell yeah. Thank you for that alert, Otto Von Noob. Enjoy your meeting, sir. We all love meetings, right? Wink, wink. I'm glad I've never had a job that requires meeting. Like, the only meetings at my jobs were always just, like, in the morning time. Yeah, because we were all very I always did, like, blue-collar type jobs, so it was just, like, morning time, like, all right, this is how we're going to tackle this fucking nasty, horrible job. Don't kill yourself by accident, you know, falling off of scaffolding or stairs or carrying a couch up to a penthouse suite or something. And drink water, because we live in Florida. And Florida's the devil's asshole. I like Florida okay. I miss old Florida, though. New Florida kind of sucks. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. That. Ooh, sell all that. Or no, not all of it. I want to make some ships. Alright, I'm going to need 2 more ships. We'll save that and make ships out of it. We'll sell everything else. Be good to go. Perfect. Anything rotten? Yeah, it's rotten. I usually don't buy fresh meat until I'm rich or I've got a very large party and I'm trying to like keep the morale up. I really like this armor right here. The look of it's cool. Bum, 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 bum. Do you find Baldur's Gate combat very satisfying? Like, what makes people love it? Is it the story? Is it just the atmosphere? Or is the combat really super satisfying? Alright, I think we're good here. Ooh, got a dog cudgel. Definitely buy that, and then buy that bad boy. Give that to one of our badasses. It's a good shield. Nope, don't do that. That's cheating. There we go. Bum, 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 bum. Do I want to wear that? No, I don't want to wear that. Really affects your skills. For the NPCs, it's no big deal, but for the player, it's kind of a big deal once you're high level. It's nice to have, you know, power strike and power draw at your max. Alright, all of that is lordly. Good to know. Yep, go back. Alright, let me see if that... Or, wait a minute, I want to test something else out. Let's go here. Other activities. Land registry. Can't buy that, right? Yeah, that's stupid. What else did I want to do? Oh, yeah, this one. Nobody's available. Let's do that at King's Landing, but the problem with King's Landing is it always just gives you Westerland, like, Vulture-men or something. That's on a cooldown as well, right? It's annoying. Yeah, let's just wait here until it gets off cooldown. It's like 24, 48 hours or something. Oh, you know what we can do? We can go fishing and try to find a Valerian steel blade. You can get one by fishing. So we can set it right there, go to camp, and fish. This takes a really long time, though. I think I've sat here for an hour before I found the damn thing. The only thing we caught were some seaweeds. Alright, Amberley has been besieged by Captain Harry. Actually, let's go help them out with that. I want to do that. Alright, do this. Can I manage the garrison? No, it sucks. Let's see if there's a man of the wall here, man of the black. We're getting bamboozled. Charge! Charge! Protect your lord! We got the bug again. God damn it. I hate that bug, because I don't like butchering peasant women, or peasants in general. And they can be a right proper pain in the ass to find. They'll be stuck on some building or like half a kilometer outside of the city walls or something stupid. Like there could be one in that keep area. Alright, we'll let them do that one. Then I'm going to go up here and check the keep. Alright, nice. Wasn't too bad then. Hold up. You know what we could do? We could just go sell them to a slave trader, right? There's usually a slave trader in the Essos areas. I don't do that in my normal playthroughs because I'm not a slaver, but kind of get it. We want to test it though. Whoop. Yeah, we found Gendry. How's it going, Gendry? He is done rowing. I thought there used to be a permanent slaver there. Maybe it's Volantis or Mir, one of them. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, we got Braun. How's it going, Braun? Welcome aboard. Alright, you guys hang over there, man. You guys are getting kind of crowded. Alright, you're not the slaver I'm looking for. Alright, I think it's Volantis. It's either Volantis or like Mir, maybe Pentos. I don't know. I think all of Essos are slavers in the lore. Maybe not Bravos. Yeah, I don't think Bravos are slavers. But I didn't read all the books cover to cover. It's actually a really cool piece of armor. Because it's medium. Let's buy that. See how we like it. I really wish the munitions helms had more damage resistance. I usually tweak that in my own games, give them like similar to the great helms, because I like them. What's the strength on that one? 11? Nice. I wish these also had more protection because I like the look of them. That's not the best falchion, I don't think. I think that one is. No. Which? Balance 35, 108, 65. Yeah, no, this one's the best. Okay. That's a very dangerous. That used to be super dangerous. She used to have a speed of like 150 or whatever. And pirates had them. Very hard to fight them 1v1. I wouldn't say very hard. It would depend on your level. Ooh, I forgot about these guys. I don't know who he is in the lore, but he's one of those guys over here. We're going to go ahead and hire them. 41 men. We fight with discipline, courage of the Unsullied, but I assure we are not eunuchs. Alright, so they're basically like, they're kind of like the Unsullied. They're badass spearmen, but they're not eunuchs, and they may be freemen for all I know. Because Unsullied were slaves. Let's go, but alright, he's a slaver. Yeah, that was a good price. Ooh, I want some of you guys. Nice. Bum, 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 bum. The sad thing about this guy is he's a named NPC, but he is not a hero, so he can die, and he will die at some point. But he will die with his men, the Iron Legion. Does anybody know the lore of the Iron Legion? It could also be fan-made, too, because a lot of characters in A World of Ice and Fire are just, like, fan-made. You know, guys like Sir Baron, and those are all just, Patreon-type people. They're heroes. Bronn, of course, is in the lore. I don't really keep him very long because a lot of my companions hate him. For justifiable reasons, right? Roll up, bed up, ba ba da ba da bum, bum. Alright, townspeople, hunter, let's move you up a little bit. Squire, let's turn you into hedge knight. Let's get you to be a sand scout. Medium spearman, hedge knight, move up. I don't think we have any women, right? We usually put them at the bottom for protection reasons. Please allow me.
Have it your way.
Alright, then we'll have to level up good old Ginger here. Or Kyburn, I mean. Alright, Kyburn. Let's go skills. Let's go intelligence. You're gonna be... let's do leadership, trainer. What are you, level 5? It'll be a while before he can train. Let's make him a crossbowman. In fact, let's reset. Let's give him strength. And then give him shield. We'll turn him into a crossbowman. That's usually what I do with my doctors anyway. Kind of like Jeremis from Warband, you know, just...
Rawl the Most High and oh so wicked.
Rawl the Most
Hail
High
to
and
you,
oh so
good
wicked.
sir.
Hail to
Hope
you,
you
good
are well
sir.
on this fine
Hope you are
day.
well on this fine day.
Why, thank you. Man, we've got the Victorious Vinegar in chat. We haven't seen Victorious Vinegar in like many, many moons. Probably like 6 moons. How are you doing, Victorious Vinegar? You started your stream last night or the night before, like 2 minutes after I ended mine, but yeah, I only had like, I don't know, 5 or 6 viewers, so it's not a big deal. But it is glorious to see you, madam. Raw the Most High and oh so wicked. Hail to you, good sir. Hope you are well. I am doing good, thank you. What about you? Are you still doing lots of stream stuff? Shout out to Victoria's Vinegar.
You are a beautiful
You
butterfly.
are a beautiful butterfly.
You are loved.
Stuck in the corner.
Obviously, Kingdom Come Deliverance. Why wouldn't it be?
Because Master Raw said so.
Ouch.
Is that the best you can do?
That's like heavy metal
Is
Kingdom
that
Come
the
Deliverance.
best you can do? What's my sword doing? What is that?
It's doing what swords do, especially in Bohemia in 1403 Anno Domini.
Burn down the whole castle.
They have a mind of their own
Jesus
most times.
Christ be praised. Henry has come to see us.
Jesus Christ, superstar. I love that game so much. Such a good game. Oh, nice. Doing well. Yes, I was AFK. Yeah, you know me, man. I go AFK as well. You and I are very similar streamers in that we're either streaming a lot or we're taking 6 to 9 months off. Or maybe more. I looked at my stats on one of those like stat collection bot whatevers, and I've streamed for 350 something days. So if I streamed every day, I've streamed less than a year. Yeah. Which makes sense because I guess I started streaming in like 2020-ish or late 2019, but I feel like I've only streamed for a year, and that's because I've only streamed for like 350 days. But it's always good to have you in chat, Vinegar. I also am thinking about getting more active on like my Discords and stuff so I can keep up with you cats even if I'm not streaming. What was I going to do here? Oh yeah, I think I did everything I wanted to do here. Perduno also fixed SOs, so if you want to like worship the Lord of Light, you know, like you're some kind of scumbag, a lot of these places are Lord of Light places now, so you can recruit your evil doing troopers. We are not the Lord of Light, of course, because we're not scumbags. That's a good price. Buy some wolf meat. Oh, I can recruit 26 of them. And Rolor is worshipped here, but we have very high, you know, renown and some other stuff. Let's grab them, actually. Let's see what they look like nowadays. I think they look the same. Yeah, they look pretty similar. I usually just turn them into these guys and then the elite archers. I don't really do their infantry because it's like kind of squishy armor. But these guys are pretty cool. The only problem with these guys, they don't have a sidearm. So actually, I don't think I upgraded them. I think I keep these guys. And then the only time I upgrade to these guys is by accident. In fact, that might be a bug. Let me figure out if that's a bug or not. Alright, we gotta play this in windowed mode so I can fix this and then do that. But this action. Alright, let's do that. What the hell's your name? Cataphract. Then let's go to your world device and fire Discord. The Valentine Cataphract. Cataphract does not Have a sidearm. Yeah, that works. Perfect. I recommend playing Kingdom Come Deliverance with the new Czech voice acting and English subtitles. It's so beautiful. Whoa, did they get the actor that plays Henry to do the Czech? Or did they get a... Because I believe he's British, right? Or did they get a Czechoslovakian to voice Henry? That is a great idea. If I go back and do Kingdom Come Deliverance, I want to get the Tis But a Scratch thing. I would have got it because I've already, I beat the game hardcore, but I didn't know about Tis But a Scratch until I was like 20 hours into it. I think Redline told me about it. That's how I met Redline, and you, of course, was playing Kingdom Come Deliverance during my hardcore playthrough. Man, that was fun. What was that, like 165 hours of gloriousness? So much fun. All right, what can we do over here? Do I have enough money for my Valerian Blades? I do. I have enough money. Because I keep forgetting that I'm on my test character who is rich beyond all man's needs. I'm not sure. I need to look into it. I think my 3-year is coming up. Yeah, I was pretty new, I believe, when I was doing Kingdom Come. Because I played a lot of Warband. That was the game that I started streaming on, of course. And then Kingdom Come was probably like my second game that I played. Alright, Barristan does not like Braun. He has my support in that. Let's send Braun on a little bit of a right to rule quest. Get him out of the party. Let's get Gendry going. We're going to give him strength and honor. He's actually an intelligence build, so normally you'd make him your engineer. But we're going to give him 2 in writing, and then we're going to give him... Actually, reset. Let's give him enough strength to have a crossbow first thing so we can level up faster. Shield writing 2. And then we'll work on all that, and then we'll just pump crossbows. Red. Actually, you know what? That's kind of stupid, because if I want him to be a crossbowman... Well... Yeah, it's actually good. It's fine. It's fine. And this is just a test save. This isn't, a playthrough. All right, we want to do all cavalry, I think, with you guys. Let's do that. I want to test out that cav. Actually, no, they got really cool archers, too. All right, let's do that, and then we'll do, like, I don't know that many of those guys. Perfect. Redline had a baby. He had another baby? Because I think I haven't talked to Redline in probably... Or no, I think that's right. It's about right. Because I remember him telling me that his wife was pregnant. And that's probably been about... It's been over 9 months ago. Maybe even a year. Because I think I met you first, on Twitch. And then through you... Or actually, it was through Kingdom Come Deliverance, right? Because we were all streaming Kingdom Come Deliverance about the same time. It was like Redline, who I don't believe streams any longer. And then Dad's Life Gaming, which was one of your buddies. He's a real nice guy. I'm going to go ahead and bribe these guys to stop hating me so I don't have to worry about them. I always try to do that before I start my own faction, or else you're at war with them, which, it's not that they're super dangerous, it's just they're annoying. And if you're not paying attention, they'll hell dunk you when you're on like a trade run or something. Because they're quite fast. Let's go ahead and take a nap. Get the morale going up. What Discord does that group hang out with? Like Dad Life, Redline. Weren't they a part of a gaming community? Because when I first met Redline, he wanted me to join some gaming community. But at the time, I was like, I don't want to do any of that kind of stuff. Because I don't want to raid somebody because they're in my club. You know, I want to raid somebody because they're playing the game that I'm playing, or I, you know, like the cut of their jib. You know what I mean? And no matter how cool a group is, there's going to be people you don't like. All right, let's do a tournament for honor. Ooh, ow, it's painful. Oh, that guy's trying to hit me from behind. Do I look like your college girlfriend, sir? No means no. Wah, blammo. Schmacky, schmacky. We've got a hero of the realm entering the arena. We've got MS Warlord. Crowd goes wild. How you doing, brother, man? We've got all... Man, I got to start streaming mornings again. That's when all my favoritist people... Well, I've got favorite people in all time zones because I stream all cattywampus like. MS, of course, is a streamer as well. So definitely give him a check out one day. He's been streaming racing games recently, I believe.
You are a beautiful butterfly.
You are a beautiful butterfly.
You are
I was
loved.
chatting at you this morning until I realized you were doing
We
some
will
kind of
follow
replay.
Your channel.
In way.
Your
Because
ASMR
Master
stream.
Well said so.
Eat shit and die, bitch. Oh,
MS Warlord, you know, he's very
so
classy at all
close.
times. You know, his streams
Dude, we
are
got first.
completely
See, that was
G-rated.
like
You know, you
6
can watch them with your
inches.
kids on the TV.
6 inches. It was like the spiked teeth on
6
our car.
inches.
1 second difference.
Definitely sounds like
Bugzilla.
my college girlfriend. 6 inches. Is that it?
Damn.
It's more. Not much more, but it's more. Oh, I thought he was my friend. I was incorrect. Oh, he's too fast. Oh, he kicked my ass. Who's that? Barriston. Yeah, of course it's Barriston. I've been eliminated. That's alright. Alright, let's grab some Unsullied while we're here because we want to test some bad boys out. Hello. Let's buy you a beer. Don't mess this up. If you mess this up, you won't be able to recruit Unsullied anymore if you insult him. I'd like to hire some Unsullied. Sure. It's actually a pretty good deal. 75,000 sounds like a lot, but you can get there. Especially with like trade and stuff. I don't need any books. I don't need any cell swords, but I need to buy everybody some booze. So they love... Oop, I did not mean to do that, madam. My hero's got some PTSD. Sir Testis has been in many universes. He has fought all the wars across all Warband mods. For he is my test character. Alright, you. I want to buy Valerian. I want to buy 2 of these ones, please. Yes. That one. Alright, then I want to put that there. I want to put that one there. Then I want to upgrade... What was the other thing I want to upgrade? Hold up. I think that was it, right? Yeah, I like balance. Balance is good. Yeah, we're good. Alright, so that one... That one... Yeah, those 2. Alright, let me see what... He's a little buggy when it comes to... you gotta say, tell me what the people are thinking or something before you can do this. FYI. Alright, so now what is that? 48, 42, and then 111, 111, 93, 98. Yeah, I still think arguably the scimitar is better, but this is cool because it kills whites and white you know, walkers, white walkers. Hold up, hold up, ba ba da ba da ba 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 ba. Put that back on. Oh, wait a minute. Let's upgrade that and give that to somebody. That's the one I was thinking of. And it's 45-24. So it's not the best medium armor, but it ain't bad for what it is. And it looks cool, which is always nice. Are you testing a new version? Yeah, I'm testing a new version. I'm not going to do any spoilers, though. I'm not going to show, like, things that have been added, but I'm just kind of testing how the AI is. I want to test sieges and everything. Like, right now, I'm getting a bug to where the Valerian faction isn't choosing... They have a marshal, but they keep saying they are deciding on the next marshal, so they're not assigning fiefs. You know, so I've been with them for a long time, and King's Landing's up for grabs. They're not assigning anything because they're still stuck on the marshal thing. And it's the Aegon House Targaryen, not the Daenerys one. I think it's just because they're hell stomping, because Aegon's army does way better than Daenerys' army if you bring them in. And how you do that is the storybook is Aegon. If you choose TV show at the beginning, then it's Daenerys. I would like to buy grain. No, it's probably wine, right? I think it's wine here. Yeah, it's wine. Perfect. Yeah, World of Ice and Fire's got cool stuff, man. Can't wait to see it in the Bannerlord engine. Alright, let's go ahead and assign some weaponry. Alright, you're going to get a Valerian weapon because you were the bee's knees. You're going to get a Heva shield because I love you long time. It's 45, 24. It's actually better because he'll get his power strike back and it matches. That's nice. Yeah, so he's badass now. Alright, let's give you a Dreadsteed. Nice. I'm probably not going to hold on to him, so we're going to give you a Scimitar. Taim, we love long time. Let's give her a... Wait a minute. Which one is Bad Pussy? Is Tyrene's Bad Pussy, correct? I think Tyrene's Bad Pussy, so that's the one we like. That character was terrible, but it was hilarious. Let's see, Obera. You're pretty good. One of you has power throw, I think, right? Which one of you has power throw? I know Daisy does, I think. No. Hagen does. I know Hagen does. Where's Hagen? Let's give you that. Thought I bought some throwing axes, but I guess not. Maybe I sold them by accident. That's fine. Alright, who wants... Oh yeah, you need some stuff. Grab that. Grab that. Can you ride that? Oh shit. I gotta buy her a one horse. Let's give her that. Alright, one horse. Do you have any? Fine, she gets a donkey for now. Donkey Knight it is. She's Northborn, they're not known for being horse people. Nothing wrong with being a Donkey Knight. No judgment here. No judgment. Totally judging them. That's rotten. Let's get rid of that. Alright. Ooh, that's a good deal. Let's buy all the fur, of course. Why wouldn't you? Best thing to sell here, though, is Leatherworks. You can make a ton of money off Leatherworks. Unless he fixed that, because these are pretty cheap. Or no, not Leatherworks, but hides. So, like, if you find deer or goats or something, you get hides. You can make a lot here. I usually just... You'll wipe them out of their money really fast. So what I do is, like your wine press or whatever, just store your hides there. And then when you're in the area, go there and clean them out with the hides. Yeah, one of my favorite characters back in the day was a Donkey Knight. I didn't put any points into riding, so he was just infantry, but, you make your party faster if you ride while you're traveling on the world map. So he was my Donkey Knight. Nobody wants to join me. That's very sad. You write a poem for that lady, and then sing from my mint. Reigns of Castamere, thank you. Who else do we have here? Bunch of scumbags, right? I think these guys are always kind of scumbags. Yeah, scumbag. Scumbag. Oh, he's a good guy. So, Nero, we can remember that. Nero's a good guy. That's for recruitment purposes. He's a scumbag. He's a good guy. So, Nero and then Raylar. See if we can remember that without writing it down. Nero and Raylar. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't like Essos. It's full of slaves and fleas and assholes. So is Westeros, but it's a different flavor of asshole. You still playing Warband at all, or have you locked into the racing games? That game I saw you playing the other day was pretty cool, man. I'd never played that. I haven't played them since probably Forza 2 or Gran Turismo. Whenever Gran Turismo was on the PlayStation 3. But I think once Forza came out, we didn't really play Gran Turismo anymore. We stuck with Forza. So it probably would have been Gran Turismo 3 or 4 was my last Gran Turismo. The one I played the most was Gran Turismo 2. That was the one I did tournaments, like at the mall and stuff. Alright, you are a famous leader and receive news that a group of bards wish to join you and make the path more merry. They are welcome. They give you a little bonus to like morale and leadership or something like that. I might have to buy that ship actually. Can I sail? No, I can't sail. Alright, we will buy this piece of shit. Repair. Perfect. Bum, 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 bum. I like to play Gran Turismo. Yeah, I think they're all PlayStation exclusive, so you'd have to get an emulator, but there's got to be an emulator, especially for the older ones. But yeah, I always had a good time with Gran Turismo. That's a whole subculture of gaming, are these new racing simulators. Yeah, they're just like the aviation simulators, but for race cars. So they're more realistic than even Gran Turismo, which the time that I played it, I thought Gran Turismo was like the full simulator, but now they've got ones that are even more simulator than that, which is fun. Hey, they're doing a feat. Oh, this is the first time I've been invited to a campaign, which that's a good sign because it's been a while. We've been in this faction for, I don't know, like weeks in game. I always enjoy watching you play this and your commentary. Well, I appreciate that, MS Warlord. That's how we met, right? Playing Warband. What mod were we playing when we met? Was it a World of Ice and Fire? Or Plotor? Yeah, it's probably one of them. Bum, 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 bum. Perfect. Oh, ACOC. Yeah, ACOC's a good one. In a lot of ways, that's the cool thing about Clash of Kings and World of Ice and Fires. They're both very good in very different ways. Like, if you just like adventure and you don't want to deal with grand strategy too much, then Clash of Kings is really good. It's got a lot of story. So does World of Ice and Fire now, but I like the way damage works in a Clash of Kings more than a World of Ice and Fire. The damage soak is too low in a World of Ice and Fire. ACOC, armor works. It's functional. And I prefer that. That's the best medium armor right there. Or no. It used to be the best. Well, yeah, it's still pretty good. I think it's got the most body armor, but it doesn't have the most leg armor possibly. We'll figure it out, though. This is usually what I give to Sirio, because he's Bravosi. And that's Bravosi plate. You were doing Ironborn. You actually turned me on to this mod. You suggested I try it. Oh, yeah, for sure. Try them all. They're free. I mean, there are people still making new mods. I just started playing one that's based off of Daggerfall, which was Elder Scrolls 2, I believe. It's not called Daggerfall on ModDB, which is weird. but when you extract the files, it's called Daggerfall. But if we go to ModDB, let's see if I can find it. But it's a pretty fun mod. Yeah, he calls it the struggle for Iliac Bay, so I didn't even know it was Elder Scrolls. But it's Daggerfall. Yeah. I'll go ahead and paste that. But that's a fun one if you're looking for a new one to try out. And he's working on it, you know, so I leave a little bit of feedback here and there. Yeah, nothing good there. Get rid of that. Need to get some helmets. What does that look like? Yeah, it's manly. Is that feminine? Yeah, it's feminine-ish, but that's heavy. That's not really worth it. Well, kind of is. Well, no, not really. Yeah, it's not worth it. If we were in the world of Ice and Fire, where would we find you? Well, if it's peacetime, I'd probably be in the Reach. I think the Reach is where I'd want to live. You know, it's like a Garden of Eden with beautiful women and smart women, right? All the ones we met in the show, the best ones were like, you know, Reach women. So I'd be in High Garden or maybe Old Town, you know, reading books, pestering the Meisters to tell me a history lesson or tell me a story about the age of heroes, things like that. What about you, MS the Warlord? Where would we find you, sir? He'd probably be worshiping the Lord of Light. Alright, let's give you some more strength until you can do crossbows. Trainer. We're going to give you entertainment to help out with that. Crossbows. Alright, Kyburn, let's give you more intelligence. Alright, I'll make you into a diplomat. That'll help out as well. The weird thing about Kyburn is he's our healer, but he's got shit healing skills. And then you've got Thoros, who's got very good healing skills, but he can't heal wounds, light or heavy. It's very weird. Where should you call home? Probably Highgarden. And then during wartime, who would I... Well, I'd be loyal to Highgarden, right? I think Highgarden would be the best place to live. Or maybe like... I really like Dorne, but I wouldn't want to live in the desert. But culturally, I like Dorne. You know, I like how their bastards are treated like normal people. And they don't do a lot of the skeezy stuff that other houses would do. I mean, they're skeezy as well in their own way, like a lot of, you know, medieval cultures would be. But Dorne would be cool, but I wouldn't want to live in a desert. Especially a hot desert. So yeah, Reach. And then if I was highborn, I don't know. If you're highborn, that would kind of open up some other options. But if you were just a, you know, citizen, definitely Reach. And there's also some very cool places over in Essos, but I haven't read the... Have you read the books cover to cover? Because I haven't. I've read in like I've read bits and pieces that weren't in the show, you know, like Stoneheart and stuff, but what do you turn into? Yeah, we'll just make you that, I guess. Actually, no, I'm gonna disband you. That's not really worth it. It's too expensive. Bear Island. Yeah, but Bear Island would be freezing cold. You just want a Mormont woman. I got the cut of your jib, sir. Man, this place, it would be so cold up here. I mean, I like cold weather, but this would be like freezing cold, especially when winter comes, you know. Like, it's cold normally, but when winter comes, this would be like worse than Arctic conditions for like years, right? But yeah, Bear Island would look cool. What did Bear Island look like in the show exactly? It's been a long time since I watched it. Let's go to YouTube. And I do love the Mormont women, you know, from the show. They were all pretty awesome. Let's see if we can get there in time for the siege. Why are you guys running away? Because you got your asses kicked? Yeah, there's Strickland right there. Alright, let's join the Marshal. Excellent, we'll be moving out soon. Copy that, Red Leader. Alright, so we'll follow him around. He's got a bunch of stragglers with him. These guys have small parties because they can't recruit without their walled fiefs. And we're not as, like, look at all these fiefs without a banner, you know? So until Aegon gets his head out of his ass and starts assigning fiefs, we're gonna be in trouble. Alright, you support your friend Aegon Targaryen in this case. I don't want Storm's End. Actually, I want King Aegon to take King's Landing for himself. I wish the faction leaders would always take King's Landing for themselves, because that makes sense, because you become King of the Seven Kingdoms if you take, you know, King's Landing. But I'm going to go ahead and support this. Alright, so that's good. Sorry, they're not broken. They were just procrastinating, which is completely normal for Warband AI. That's what it's known for, is procrastination. Traveling through the forest, we spot a peasant tied to a tree. Free the peasant, and then kick him out of the party, because he joins you if you do that. Oop, he got him. Nice. Ah, we almost got there in time, but we missed it. Alright, everybody supports Aegon. That's good. Then hopefully they'll choose the... He'll assign it to himself quickly instead of wasting time. Alright, do I like you? No, you're a scumbag. Are you gaming nowadays, Frank? Actually, Frank's probably working, so he's lurking. Oof. Getting some low frames here. We are set to 750 battle size, which is way above and beyond Warband Engine's capabilities, but WSE2 handles it to where it's at least playable. Alright, let's get our tactics stuff going. Let's not listen to this song. This is my outro. This is my followers song. Quite loud, though. I'll follow you. Lag is messing with me. Let me get these archers. Even if I can't kill them all, I distract them. Ooh, Lord Swan. Oh, I'm going down. God damn it. Come on, Raw, you can do it. Oh, that was close. I want that dude's ass. Whoop. Come on, Raw, you're better than that. Nice. Why are you running? Are my friends showing up? What? That was a hit. Alright, well done, everyone.
Spineless women folk!
Yeah, enjoy a big battle. You're my prisoner because you're a scumbag. Ooh, Misty Mountain. Nice. Good choice. Alright, so Perduna did fix that. That's good to know. Alright, what are we doing now, boys and girls? I'll take Weeping Town. I think they're on the same path. Nice. Nice. That'll give me another town to recruit from. Alright. Captain Strickland wants me to do something. It's probably scouting. I don't feel like scouting. I don't like scouting because sometimes they'll send you on the other side of the world. Or like Greenstone and I'll have to go get my boats. Yeah, of course, Greenstone. Estermount, what was the third one? Weeping Town. Well, Weeping Town's easy enough. So I gotta go all the way back to King's Landing to get my boats. Because the AI, they don't have to get boats like the player, just the boats spawn magically wherever they are. Kind of like how in any other game that's not based off of Viking Conquest. You just have magic boats that appear wherever you are. So a good rule of thumb is just to travel with your boats if you know where the army is going. Even if it's out of your way. Especially if you're attacking an island nation like the Iron Islands or anything like that. We're losing money. We need more workshops. You know what? I think I could take Greenstone. What do I have? Yeah, we could take Greenstone. Let's grab that. Wait a minute. Is this a good guy or a bad guy? Yeah, he's a bad guy. Fuck him. Alright, they're going to surrender, which is smart. I would too if I was them. What I hate about this is if you say you don't want the castle, they don't allow you to reinforce the garrison. They just do like a generic, little bit. And if you've got an army that's below 1,000, they only put like a couple. You're lucky to get like 2, 3, 4 dozen troopers in the garrison. That's just sad. What's my party size right now? I'm at perfect 330. That's hilarious. I don't think I've ever done that. I was on Facebook for the first time in a very long time, and I saw our buddy Josh. His daughter turned 21. You believe that? That's crazy. You don't start feeling old until you see your buddies getting old. Actually, Josh still looks good, or he looks good. Yeah. Do you still keep up with any of the old guys? I don't even keep up with you and Basil, my besties. You'll probably guess who my favorite house was. Ooh, could I guess? Your favorite house. All right, you always liked weird shit, so you probably supported Stannis Baratheon, right? You know, I bet you were a Stannis Baratheon supporter. Frank always, anytime we played video games or it was time to choose some kind of fandom, he always went the weird way. You know, like Street Fighter 2, everybody was fighting over Ryu and Guile, but not Frank. Frank was all about Dahasam. Which actually Dahasam is pretty good, depending on which fighting game you were playing. But he just wasn't fast enough for me. I like speed. In fact, Guile sucked in the original Street Fighter, I think. The best was definitely Ryu and Ken overall in the originals. Stannis the Menace, I liked him, but he died too soon. Well, he's still alive in the books. If you go into the books, but I don't think George R.R. Martin is going to finish the books. I think all the hate that season 7 and 8 got turned him off of it, because I think the big plot points of season 8 were going to happen in the books, because those guys knew that. They knew what George was going to do. He told them, but they just they didn't have the skill at screenwriting to make it make sense. George does. You know, he would have made that a masterpiece. But I think that kind of turned him off, and now he's doing 6 different shows for HBO and other stuff, and you know, he's in his 70s, he's overweight, and he's really enjoying being a millionaire celebrity. So I don't think he'll ever finish the books. We might get a Winds of Winter, but I don't think we'll ever get the final book. But that's all right. We've got the gist of it. And I'm really enjoying House of the Dragon. House of the Dragon's super good. It doesn't give me the old Game of Thrones vibe, but it gives me, you know, a pretty good close vibe to it. Game of Thrones is a show everybody around me watched. I don't think it was that bad. No, Game of Thrones I think was the best show of all time. And season 8 was a disappointment, but there were still beacons of goldenness in it. Yeah, but yeah, Game of Thrones is my all-time favorite show. I stayed with BW for 2 months. I saw CM. I stayed with BW. Oh, you mean recently, or are you talking about back in the day? You know, like a couple years ago, before you moved up north? Oh, you were Tywin Lannister? Yeah. That was a great character. That was one of the best television characters of all time, was Tywin. And then that was like peak Game of Thrones, was when Tywin and Arya were doing their conversations, interacting with each other. That was probably like peak I love Game of Thrones. Because I used to rewatch all the seasons every year before the new season came out, and I would do it while playing this mod. Yeah, so I've watched seasons like 1 through 5, you know, probably 5 times or something. 6 I've probably seen 3-4 times. 7 I've seen twice, and then 8 I've only seen the 1 time. Oh, and his daughter a month ago copied that. Stannis Menace, I liked him, but he died. I was wondering what you thought of the new program. I enjoyed it too. The new program? Oh, I love it. I think it's the only reason it's not giving me the old school hype for Game of Thrones is because I don't mesh with the characters as much as I meshed with the Game of Thrones character. But overall, it's a better show than the early Game of Thrones. You know, it's got a better budget. The production value's through the roof. The acting is even better. You know, a lot of people forget that the acting on Game of Thrones was a little hit or miss in the early seasons because the actors were so young. You know, they hadn't learned their craft yet. But in House of the Dragon, those are all like grizzled acting veterans, and they're just nailing their roles. Especially the King. Holy shit, that actor. That's like one of the best performances on TV was that King. And you know, we all hate the character, but the actor nailed that role. I learned something about myself watching Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon. Is like, I hate a weak leader more than I hated an evil leader, like on an emotional level. Logically, I would hate the evil one more, but on an emotional level, I'm more turned off by like a Tommen than I was by even Joffrey, which is weird, right? Something about a weak leader just makes me sick to my stomach. And the House of the Dragon King was weak. Not as weak as Tommen, of course, but Tommen was a child. Alright, let's go Hell Dunk Weebin Town. Oh, that was last month? Oh, right on. That's cool that you guys are still hanging out on a regular basis. It's still one of the most watched shows of HBO's Max. I would say it's the #1 show watch. It's also the #1 pirated show of all time. But it's crazy how season 8 turned people off so much that, you know, everybody was talking about Game of Thrones. Everybody. And season 8 was such a letdown for people that like, I even went back and tried to watch season 1, I don't know, like 18 months ago, and I was just like, I didn't get through it. Because you really start to see, like, all the dead ends, all the plot points that didn't go anywhere, all the things that were just like a mystery box that actually weren't about anything. You know, a lot of stuff probably just got cut for budgetary reasons, but... scrap all, reassess, join the next assault. I wonder if House of the Dragon broke numbers compared to Game of Thrones. You know, for most viewers who watched it once. But, you know, season 8 of Game of Thrones is still better than that Lord of the Rings TV show or Halo TV show. It was just that, you know, it was a masterpiece, and then it kind of just turned into a whatever, like, Hollywood drama. But, you know, season 8 was still better than a lot of the shit that's coming out right now. Or like Wheel of Time. Ugh, Wheel of Time was a letdown. That should have been good. They fucked Wheel of Time up. Ugh, it's gross. I enjoyed Foundation. Season 2 was a little janky, but it was alright. It's a good time. Proud to say I haven't seen a single episode. Why would you be proud to say that? Because you're a fan of medieval type stuff, you know, Kingdom Come Deliverance. But if you're a contrarian, you know, you're the type that, you know, you're a punk rocker, you want to, you know, trek your own path, then yeah, you wouldn't watch it just based off of 100 people in your life telling you that you have to watch it. But I got into it pretty early. I was into it like day one. So luckily, because I'm a bit of a contrarian too. If somebody tells me I need to watch something, or if 20 people tell me that I need to watch something, I kind of don't, just to prove a point. But it's still one of the best shows of all time. All episodes of the series are now averaging 29 million viewers in the US, which is a massive number. More than tripling their average debut night audience with strong catch-up. For comparison, this is tracking closely behind the average audience for Season 7. Oh, it's behind even Season 7. Season 7 was probably like peak viewership, though, because that was the thing about Thrones, is every season more people watched it. That's how good it was. That's when you know you've got something special, because almost all shows lose viewership over time. You know, like a Walking Dead, or... Yeah, but Walking Dead became a terrible melodrama after like season 3 or 2 or whatever it was. That used to be one of the best shows on TV, and it just took a nosedive into soap opera bullshit. Too trendy. I seem to avoid things. Yeah, no, I'm with you. If you got into it like day one, you probably would have loved it. I still recommend it. You know, just watch it with a buddy. But you've probably already been spoiled for all of the big spoilers, especially if you've been watching me play, you know, this mod. Because we do a lot of talking about the lore. We used to. I don't really play Warband on stream much anymore. I don't really stream much anymore, to be honest with you. Alright, let's give a little healing a shot. is blowing me up and why? That's some wall device and fire stuff. Alright, boys and girls, get up in there. Let's do some damage. This is an easy siege. We got them outnumbered 5-1 or more. I'd be interested in the books. The books are very good. I haven't read them all cover to cover. I perused them because I was trying to like find the parts that weren't in the TV show. Because there's a lot of characters in the books, like 10 times or more what was in Game of Thrones. I feel like George R.R. Martin talks about food way too much, though. Like, he'll sit there and wax poetic about food for, like, you know, a dozen pages or more. Like a muffin or something. It's crazy. But he's a very good writer. And he writes three-dimensional, believable characters that feel like real people. That's my favorite thing. Most of my top shows are on HBO. Yeah. Historically, for sure. And then now it's Apple Plus. Apple Plus has got like Foundation, Silo. Station 11 was really good. I think that was HBO. Yeah, check out Station 11 if you haven't seen that one yet. I love that actress, man. I had a huge crush on her. She was the good guy from the latest Terminator movie. She was that cyborg lady. She is a hot number, and she can act her ass off. She was the only good thing about that Terminator movie, which is very sad. For bringing back Sarah Connor and Arnold, of course. Just the script was weak. It wasn't their fault, it was just the script. We'll always love Arnold. The airport environment was crazy. Oh, yeah. I like that. I like the world, you know, that dystopian world. It felt like kind of felt like what a dystopian world would be like. A lot of stories, shows, they get dystopian wrong. I don't even remember what the apocalypse was in Station 11. Why was there an apocalypse? Because I've only watched it one time, and it's been, 2 years and change, probably. I remember scenes, of course, and I remember enjoying the main protagonist and her adventures. And it was based off a graphic novel. I think I went and read like half of the first omnibus or something. I haven't watched Twisted Metal, but that's only because I haven't heard. Twisted Metal was one of Frank's and our friend group when we were kids. It was one of our favorite all-time video games. Like Twisted Metal Black with the Rolling Stones soundtrack. Whew. I could get a half chub just thinking about that game. But I haven't watched this show because I've heard it's really bad. Is it as bad as the internet said? I'm waiting for season 2 of Power. Did you enjoy season 1 of Power of the Rings? And were you a fan of Tolkien before that? I'm assuming you were probably a fan of the books at least, right? Because I'm not a Tolkien fanboy. I like Lord of the Rings. I love The Hobbit. That was like the first big boy book I read when I was a kid. But I never thought The Lord of the Rings was as good as everybody says it was. But it's because it's good for reasons that I don't... Lord of the Rings is good for things that I don't enjoy in books and entertainment. That's why I like George R.R. Martin, because he writes, the kind of stories I like. And I enjoyed the movies a lot, but not as much as most people, I think. Love The Hobbit, though. Didn't like the Hobbit movies. They took a short book and they turned it into a trilogy. That was a big mistake. They should have just made it into one movie and been done with it. Like, you know what the best Hobbit is the book, for one, and then the 70s cartoon. That was way better than the trilogy, in my humble opinion. A flu-like sickness, gotcha. Twisted Metal was really silly, but it will make you laugh, and it's made for gamers. Alright, well then I'll watch it then. If people didn't like it just because you have to make Twisted Metal silly. It wouldn't make any sense, serious. I've heard good things about Barbie. Like, Barbie is silly, but it's silly in a serious manner, and everybody seems to think it's a great movie. It's like the best you could do with a Barbie movie, right? I mean, they're talking like Oscars for that movie. What is Twisted Metal on? Is that Amazon or is that like Hulu? I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot that TV show existed. It just came out of nowhere. And do young gamers even know what Twisted Metal is? Like, have they made a Twisted Metal in the last 15 years? Recently? I'm not a super fan, but I liked it. Yeah, that's how I am with Lord of the Rings. I like it, but I'm not a super fan. I said the same when I came out of the theater. Why not do The Hobbit in one film? It should have been one film. It was too much for that story. Well, good morning to you as well, EXO. Helen, welcome back. Oh, I don't have Peacock. I'll have to get on the naughty site then. Or I'll just sub to Peacock for a month or something. I need to unsubscribe from a couple, like Paramount Plus I need to unsubscribe from. I think I've exhausted its library of the things that I want to watch. I think I'm going to have to unsubscribe for Netflix from the first time, or for the first time since like 2012. There's just nothing on Netflix that's any good that I haven't watched, you know? Because I want to support Netflix, because without Netflix, the other streaming services will do things like start putting ads on even the premium subscription services. And Netflix is the only one that'll drop all the episodes at one time, which is kind of my preferred way of doing things. Because I prefer them to drop all the episodes at one time, and if I love it, I'll watch it like back to back again. You know, I'll watch it through once, wait a week, and then watch it through again, and then it really soaks in. Because when I love something, I enjoy it more the second or third watching. Because when I'm first watching it, my mind is just trying to figure out what's going on. You know, I want to know like what the answer is, like what's the mystery. So once I've done it one time, then it allows my mind to enjoy the atmosphere and all the other stuff. It's like that with books too. I watched Spec Ops Linus. I enjoyed the first like 2 or 3 episodes, and then it just started to get so dumb. Like, I thought it was going to be a well-made and well-written show, and then it just turned into, buffoonery, boobery. And the main protagonist, the boss, not the lioness, but the boss, her character was like 3 points from Down syndrome with her decision-making skills. It's like, what are we talking about? I don't know who wrote that story, man, but they needed more, like, I don't know, coaching. Alright, we were victorious. We knew we would be. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, nothing there. Let's check the inn. Night's Watch like to hang out here. Yep, there he is right there. Nice. Oops, sorry about that. My character has some PTSD. I don't have any prisoners? Oh, I guess I already got rid of them. Nice. Most younger gamers aren't as knowledgeable. It's made for us. Yeah, maybe that's why I didn't have a massive budget or anything, because it was a nostalgia dump, Nothing wrong with that. It's like Picard Season 3. Picard Season 3 was for our generation. Did you watch that? It was so good. Picard Season 1 and 2 hurt my feelings. Picard Season 3 was great. It was great. And I'm really enjoying New Worlds. New Worlds is fun. Yeah, those are good. Yeah, Picard Season 3 was right up our alley. Made up for Seasons 1 and 2. Star Trek Discovery is an insult. I don't know what the fuck. I had such high hopes for Discovery. Like, that first 2-episode arc was so good. And then they just turned that thing into a hunk of Horseshit. It's so bad it makes me cringe. You know, like some of the dialogue. I mean, it literally makes me cringe. And I'm not a cringy person. Like, I don't cringe at a lot. Ugh. I'm cringing just thinking about it. Yeah, I need to watch Picard season 3 again, actually. Oh, you know what? They had this cool live version of the you know, the Titan theme, like when the Titan was undocking. That's a really cool theme. I can't find it on YouTube. It's only on Twitter. The you know, the guy, the hero that created season 3, um, he tweeted it out a couple months ago. But I love this version of the Titan theme. Let me see if I can find it. I think I retweeted it back in the day. Follow me on Twitter. Let's all hang out on Twitter and Discord. All right, let's see replies. Let me see if I can find it. Have you been gaming much, Frank? And if you have, what have you been gaming on? And do you game on a Xbox or PC or? Man, I do a lot of chatting. All right, let me do it the other way here. Let me get some of these pings out of my way. I made a meme about Warband. I was thinking about vanilla Warband today, so I made a meme. Here's the meme. How do I share this on Twitter? Copy link. There's my meme. I'm not a meme maker, but that one made me giggle. Anyhoozle. So if I got a media, would it be there if I retweeted it? Is that how that works? Maybe I didn't retweet it. Maybe I just liked it. That hurts my feelings. What the hell's that guy's name? All right, season 3 hard showrunner. What the hell's his name? Yeah, Terry Matalas. He's the hero of season 3 of Picard. Fucking Alex Kurtzman and his ghouls need to fucking go hide under the cave where they belong. Stay away from my Star Trek, you sons of bitches. Stay away. All right, you. Let's go to your Twitter. Man, this guy probably tweets a million times a day, though. He's one of those guys. I'll find it. I'll find it. Warriors are doing really well. So we're just playing Sir Testis, which is my character that I use to test patches and stuff to try to like quash bugs. I watched Picard's no gaming. Oh, no gaming. Right on. Don't have the hard. Yeah, I get that way too. Sometimes I'm just like, nah. But it's like my main hobby is gaming nowadays. All right, let's do Titan theme Star Trek orchestra. This is the video I'm trying to find is they're having a house party with like all the Star Trek people, and they have got like this little orchestra and they're playing the Titan theme. It's really beautiful.
A bigger, larger orchestra, bigger cinematic sound.
So today we're Warner Brothers doing a scoring session, and what we do is we get everything written, scored out, and then they will come in here today. They have not seen a single note. They're obviously, because it's Star Trek, there are some tunes they're pretty familiar with, but they haven't seen the notes. So they walk in, and literally the first take is pretty much, you know, usable. And
I think they're playing it here.
So they Star Trek in general.
I really like this theme, though. It's one of the best new Star Trek themes that I've heard.
I think the biggest emotion that we're really trying to evoke is a mixture of tension, but
Google has failed me once again. Google used to be the bee's knees. All right, Picard Season 3, Titan theme. I want that house party one. Now it's starting to bother me. And we'll just listen to the thematic one. This is the highly produced one. I kind of prefer that live version. Because it's quintessentially Star Trek, but it's new. Yeah, because of course my favorite was the original and the TNG theme. But this one is like my second favorite now. It's so pretty. Yeah, they did a great job, Frank, for sure. Are you on Discord on your phone, Frank? I'm Master Raw on there, no spaces or anything, just Master Raw. And then friend me on that. We could keep up on Discord. I don't really go on like all the classic social medias anymore. I just don't think about going on them. I have been going on Facebook a little bit, just looking at like PC part prices and stuff. What is this? That actress is a smoke show, by the by. All right. MS Warlord like 3 of my posts. Why? Thank you, MS Warlord. All right, let's do this, that. Let's go live. Let's get rid of this webpage. There we go. Much better. Much, much better. I'll find you. Is that are you threatening me, Master Jedi? That sounded threatening. Like Liam Neeson from Taken. I'll find you. I've got a very specific set of special skills for just this scenario. Tracking people down on social media. Save. Always save. You never know when you're going to crash. Alright, let's take our ships back to King's Landing. Alright, so he did give King's Landing to somebody. Wait a minute, did he give it to me? No, I don't think he gave it to me. I think he gave it to himself. Which is good. We want that. Do I have a fief? No, that's fine. We should probably really have a fief. We've got like 1,300 renown. This guy has King's Landing. That's hilarious. He is now the ruler of the Westeros. He is king of the 7 kingdoms. Longbow, nah. Crossbow, yes. Crossbow. I want the steel bolts. We'll have to find steel bolts at some point. Bum, 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 bum. Anna de Armas. Oh, yeah, the actress from 2049. Yeah, she's a smoke show. I saw her in a romantic comedy recently with Captain America. It was okay. Wasn't anything to write home about, but it was good enough. Is that Chris Evans? Chris Evans is the Captain America Chris, right? Yeah, I think so. No cogs. Makes me sad. Yeah, Blade Runner. I love Blade Runner. I love the old Blade Runner. A lot of people don't like it. They think it's too weird. And then 2049, I was a big fan of. I love Ryan Gosling. I think he's fast becoming my favorite, younger movie star. He's so good. Like, he even got me to watch that musical, and I'm not a big fan of musicals. I like some, like Little Shop of Horrors, Grease, that kind of stuff. But like La La Land, I never would have watched that if it wasn't for Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone, who are like two of my favorite actors. But all right, House Targaryen, what are we up to? Anything groovy? Are we sieging anything? Oh wow, they already took Greenstone? Dude, they are kicking ass. Yeah, the book House Targaryen is exponentially more powerful than the TV show House Targaryen. I mean, we've been helping them a little bit, but not enough to where we would have made it a massive difference there. I'm going to help out these Dragonstone Lords. Maybe get a point or two in relation. Alright, Frank, you enjoy the rest of your workday, brother, man. Let's catch up on Discord where we can chat with each other. Or I guess the phone, but Discord sounds better than most phones nowadays. Take care, brother, man. Thanks for coming by. Love you, Frank. Man, him and I have been friends since... Whew, that's a long time ago. Been BFF since we were 11. And then our other BFF, I've been best friends with him since I was like 5. We stopped hanging out around middle school age, though. He thought I stole one of his Transformers. I don't think I stole his Transformer, but I could have stole his Transformer. But I don't think so. He said he found it years later, buried in the dirt somewhere. That sounds like something I could have done. I don't know. But anyway, we made up in like our teenage years, and then we've been BFFs ever since. Bum, 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 bum. I kind of want to take Duskendale, so... Oh, that's what we're doing. Duskendale, nice. Because I want a town, I don't want a castle. So I can hire my Dread Knights. There's nobody over here. That's fine. Yeah, it's Dragonstone's the one siege of Duskendale. We're not going to help them do that. Normally I would, just to like test out the siege, but I know Duskendale works because I've sieged it so much. Alright, who do you think should receive Bronze Gate? King Aegon. Alright, I would suggest you follow me. Alright, he's going to follow me. Alpha 1 Infantry. So that gives us 557. Would that be enough for Stony Sept? I kind of prefer a port, but what are you going to do? Actually, you know what? I could take Weeping Town. Yeah, I'll try to get Weeping Town. I'll try to, like, sweet talk people into supporting me. You come across a family being assaulted by soldiers. We're going to kill the soldiers and then give food and gold to the victims. They're going to respond that a Lannister always repays their debts. So we helped out some cousin Lannisters from being accosted by bandits. 404, huh? Alright, this will be a good fight. Whoop! Siege. Wait a minute. Who owns this joint? Are you the good Lannister or the bad Lannister? Yeah, you're one of the shitty ones. That's alright. He's got a dynamic personality. Sometimes he's good, sometimes he's bad, I believe. Let's wait here. Alright, let's talk to them and see if they'll surrender. Ooh, he is good. I didn't think he was going to surrender. Nice. Yeah, my word. Alright, cool. Free town for us. Conquer the town, forbid plundering. Request Stony Sept awarded to us. Yes, we will be the Lord of Stony Sept for sure. I like Stony Sept. It's a great location for the war of the mid to southern kingdoms. Great location. But I might not get it. You never know. You never know with these AI fucking kings, or real kings for that matter. That's a good deal. Let's buy those. That's a good shield. That's a good crossbow. We'll give that to Gendry or Kyburn. These are the shitty bolts. We want these bolts, but we don't want them bent. We want them good. We'll wait for that. I don't think we need Dick Crabber's Zonda. Well, for right to rule, I guess, right? Alright, grab that guy. Grab good old Dick Crab. He's got the best name in the game. Alright, everybody. Go hang out there. I know you love your lord, but come on. Give him some space. Give him some space. Alright, we'll send our prisoners to the wall where they belong. Filthy, filthy sons of guns. And let's manage the garrison. Alright, let's drop off, like, everybody. All infantry, all archers. Everybody. I honestly just like to be the captain of the heavy cav, running around doing what I do. Now we're keeping you. Let's make you archers, stick in the thing, and sullied, edge knight. Wait a minute, that was cavalry, my bad. I like the Sand Warriors, they look cool. Ooh, look at that, 2,010 silver stacks. It's not worth it, man. There's a lot of ways you can tweak a World of Ice and Fire to where it's not as oppressively expensive like that. You can, make your own settings. Because I don't really agree with how expensive it is to upgrade to tier 5 and 6. Because I'd be okay with it if the damage soak was different, but because it's so easy for troops to die and for you to get knocked out, it's just not worth 2,000 in-game monies to, upgrade to tier. That's why, like when I'm doing legitimate playthroughs, I only upgraded tier 4 until I'm like, super duper rich. This will make us the fastest thing on the map. Which is what we're going for. Yeah, that's good enough. Alright, Zondo, I need you to go do Right to Rule quest for me. Or we'll send Dick Crab first, why not? Zondo is some kind of a pirate from like the Planetos' version of Africa, I think. I don't think even the books go to the Planetos Africa, whatever the heck that's called. Maybe in like the history books they talk about it, but they sure as heck don't adventure over there. Alright, let's do intelligence. Let's get your persuasion's good for now. Or persuasion's charisma, that sucks. I wish persuasion was intelligence, but it makes sense that it's charisma. Or no, you know what we're going to do? We're going to give you that, and then I can give you a crossbow. That's what I was going to do. Nice. That's good. Let's give you shield. No, let's give you athletics. Your crossbow. Nice. Equipment. Let's give you that. I'll give you that for now, and then I'll find you some bolts. Let's give you that. I guess until I find you bolts, I'll give you a saddle horse. Once I give him bolts, I'll take his horse away from him. I need to buy some more mounts. Alright, Kyburn. You are now a bodyguard for now. No, hold on to you, why not? Alright, let's go talk to my companion here, Balak. Alright, Balak. What do you think? We already did that, right? Yeah, may I suggest course of action? Will you follow me? This is alright. Let's go hell dunk some more. Who's an asshole? Hornvale is always an asshole, I believe, right? Yeah, or no. I think Brax might have a dynamic personality, but now he's an asshole, so let's go hell dunk him. Who's that? Are you chasing me? Alright, what I want to do is I want to go this way, chase him over here, and then hopefully Balak will help me out to catch him. He might be faster than me. Nice. Balak didn't join me for some reason. I don't know why. I guess I wasn't close enough to him. We should still be able to win the fight, though. 71 cavalry, horse archers 14. Bodyguards are mostly cavalry. Alright, we're alright. Let's see what they're going to do. Are they going to take a defensive posture? Does not look like it. Well, that's going to be bad for them then. Westlands are usually all fucking heavy cav anyway. Westlands are broken because, like, half to 3/4 of their army are, like, high-tier cav, which would take the player many months in game to, like, recruit and level up and pay for. It costs them, like, hundreds of thousands of silver stags, and they can just create one in, like, a fucking week. But the player's got other advantages, you know, like intelligence for one. AI in Warband's quite silly. All right, they're taking a defensive posture. All right, let's get grouped up, and then do this. Let me grab those guys and them here-ish. Then you guys follow me. Sorry about that. I just killed my own guy. I want to kill their captain so they lose their tactical abilities. Damn it. He blocked me. Got him. Nice. Good shot. Good shot, Sir Testis. Good shot. Gotta be careful. These crossbows will one-shot me if they hit me in the... Ooh, that hurt a lot. That was an injury. He caught me slacking.
Get over here!
Oh, that's a good guy. He's on the winning team. Boop. Ooh, scared me. Well done, everyone. Well done. We lost 7 to death. That's too high. We were outnumbered, but still, we shouldn't have lost 7 to death. That's because I should have distracted their spearmen. I usually distract the archers because, you know, archers can do a lot of damage if somebody's not over there harassing them. Especially the Westerland crossbowmen, or any crossbowmen. Alright, we went. Alright, you are going to be free to go. See, like all that crap gear we got? When you fight outnumbered, you should get a ton of gear. And like a good chance for high tier gear. And this is like garbage gear. I think it's because the companions are taking too many stacks of loot. So if you got a lot of companions, you know, you're losing out on a lot of loot. That's my theory anyway. Zondo is a poor excuse for a sailor. Yeah, Haga doesn't like Zondo. Or Zondo. We'll send him out to do something. We're going to heal up there. We're going to send Zondo to go spy out a kingdom. Sunspear, so he's Dorne. He's not from Dorne, but I guess that's where he landed when he came from Planetos, Africa. We'll call it Africatos, or what is it called? What's the actual name? Alright, a Song of Fire Africa name. Well, they say Essos is Africa, but there's like an actual Africa. Essos is more like Eurasia and, you know, that kind of stuff. Parts of Asia, but and Middle East. But there's like another one. It's called Sothorios. SothorYos. That's the one I'm thinking of. That's the parallel to Africa. Good to know. Good to know. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and end the morning stream because we got to go do lunch, save, and exit. So let's go ahead and find some glorious Warband to raid. Who shall it be? Who shall it be? Who shall it be? Who shall it be? Who is that guy? He's handsome. Alright, Mountain Blade Warband. We've got nobody speaking English. This guy is not playing Warband. He's playing Grand Theft Auto. That's good to know. Well, that's annoying. That's alright. We won't worry about it then. We'll just play the outro and call it a day. Thanks for joining me, MS Warlord, Mr. Frank Torres, and all of you. If anybody's new in chat, don't forget to follow. Catch me next time. But you guys enjoy the rest of your afternoon, morning, or evening, depending on where you're at in this world. And I will see you next time. Take care.